We are tonight's entertainment.
Hey guys, Randomz here. Welcome to movie review Oppenheimer. We've been waiting on this one. It's a big one. Probably movie of the year. We do movie reviews. Check out the channel if you want. Consider subscribing. So this is the pre-phase before we watch the movie. Then after we see it. So this is, you can watch this part before you watch it and then come back later if you're gonna watch this film too. Seems like everyone's gonna watch this film. This is big. People are saying this is a big one. So we'll start off with who saw the trailer. I didn't see. I don't think I'm watching any trailers no more. But have you seen this trailer?
Yeah, when it originally came out, I watched it.
And thoughts? Good hype up?
Yep, it looks good. I have high expectations.
Now let's do why you want to watch this film. I'm watching this because Christopher Nolan. Honestly, if my friends didn't talk about it, I probably wouldn't watch it. But my friends are talking about it, so I guess hopefully not. I got a little hunch it may be overhyped, but we'll see.
Yeah, I mean, it's a Christopher Nolan movie, so I have high expectations. Has a great cast, and it's based on a historical event or historical time period. So excited to see that.
His last film, Tenet. I mean, I thought it was mid. You saw Tenet? What do you think?
Yeah, I thought it was good. It's not. I didn't think it's his best film. Not his strongest work, but I think it was a solid movie.
Right. I just want to apologize if it's too dark. In the next phase we'll get light, but there's a ton of people here. They're watching. You can kind of tell who's watching Barbie right now. We saw a couple people, pink shirts and all, and who's watching Oppenheimer. Which, what do you dress if you're watching Oppenheimer? Some people have like top hats, I guess. I don't know. So now the final thing before we watch Oppenheimer is a prediction. What we think we're gonna walk out with. I almost think this might be a boring film. Maybe 7, but I think I'm gonna go 8. But if the hype's real, probably 9. I don't know, but to get 9 for me is like action. Has to be action. There's gonna be like one big. I think it's gonna be like a hype film. It's gonna lead up, and then probably near the end you're gonna get Nuke. He actually did a nuke, huh, for this film?
Oh, I'm not sure. Maybe
he did like a real bomb or some shit. I think it's gonna just kind of lead up to it, and then bomb at the end, boom. Which I think the audience is gonna get nuked.
It probably wasn't, it's not a real nuke, but maybe a simulation of.
They said something about that.
A nuke would sound like.
I don't know, but I think I'm gonna come out with. If I had to pick, I think at least an 8. What do you think you're gonna walk out with?
I mean, I think personally, I'm expecting a 9 or 10. I've been seeing a couple of reviews. They're all saying it's really good, movie of the year, Oscar worthy, Oscar buzz. So we'll see. So that's what my expectations are. 9 or 10 for sure.
All right, guys, we will see you after. And we're going. This is a late showing, and yes, we're watching this in IMAX, so we're getting the best experience. Almost. We didn't get that 70mm what Christopher Nolan suggests, but we'll see. But this is damn near close as we'll get, and we'll see you after we watch Oppenheimer. All right, guys, we just got back from Oppenheimer. There's a shit ton of stuff to say. I got a script. We'll just go after rapid replay here. So now spoilers. So watch out. If you want to watch the film, better watch before this. I guess we'll just talk acting.
Yeah.
Good. All around.
I think that was great.
All around Nolan film.
Robert Downey Jr. stole the show.
Yeah. And stole the show?
Yeah.
What about
him and
our main man?
I forget his name. Cillian Murphy?
Yeah, something like that. Good. Really good. All around board.
Those two were the strongest in my opinion.
Yeah. Yeah, pretty much. That's about it for acting. Best actor, I'd say our main.
I say those two. I say they're probably both gonna get nominated for Oscars. Him for best actor and Robert Downey Jr. for supporting.
For sure. Favorite characters for this one, a minor role, but still, Albert Einstein and our main man Oppenheimer.
Oppenheimer, yeah. I kind of liked what's her name? His wife, Kitty. Is that his name?
He had like 3 wives in this one.
Well, his
the main one.
Yeah, the one that showed the most, and towards the end, he like sticks with her. Her name was Kitty. She's kind of like a ride and die kind of type.
That's true.
So that really,
All right, next up, favorite scenes. I was gonna say, we'll probably get to this later, but I'll just say favorite scene. Freaking the build up to the first ever bomb they do, or not the first bomb, they do a couple test ones, but the real one. If you watch it, the real one.
When they're in the bunker, and how everything just goes silent, and then you hear like the whiplash.
Yeah. It was so intense, but then we had this one fucking guy in our theater. Where's the boom? This guy does not know how fucking bombs work. If you know how real bombs go, look at the video. You see the explosion, and it's all about distance, and then you hear the audio, the come later. So that guy did not see any freaking bomb videos ever in his life. That shit pissed me off. But it was still a good fucking scene. That was the best scene. And this movie has a couple freaking jump scares. Did you jump in any?
Our friend that actually he like jumped. I saw him like kind of get jump scared.
It got me like 2 times.
When the sound came back, he like, oh, damn.
Yeah, that shit. Man, that hands down best scene. I can't really think of any other scenes.
There's one of my favorite parts is like the monologue that Robert Downey Jr.'s character gives. After he like kind of is exposed of he was the one who kind of set up Oppenheimer to have the little trial. Like he's the one that gave the documents to this other guy, and this guy sent like the stuff to the FBI. That's what caused the whole trial. He gives like a little monologue there for a couple minute or two to this other character, and it was really strong. In my opinion.
I have ending here. Yeah, I guess we'll talk ending and we'll talk other stuff. So the ending, that was a pretty dark ending. It's about the futures that I think we just did.
Yeah, because
we just destroyed.
Because he's just saying like he basically like introduced this whole like mass murder weapon.
Yeah. And then it shows freaking the whole Earth getting engulfed, which goes back to the little theory that thought, well, if we do this bomb, it's gonna light the atmosphere. But it kind of brought me back to that when they talk about that. But yeah, he's like, I believe we just did. And now it shows, I think that was the present, a whole bunch of missiles, and then the whole fucking Earth getting scorched. That was pretty dark. And then now we'll just kind of go all over the place with this film. For me, in my opinion, man, I probably have to, and I agree with him with what he said off camera. He'll probably say it now. Probably needed to know a lot more about Oppenheimer and all this, because I was kind of confused and a bit bored of this film. But I'll tell you that one scene was just the peak scene. But you want to say anything about any moments in this film?
Well, I was gonna say it would have. I mean, I knew a little bit of Oppenheimer, beforehand, but it would have helped for sure, like researching a little bit more to like understand all the pieces in the story, all the different people. That would have helped a bit.
Yeah, for your average Joe, I guess I'm average Joe. I don't know, but it was confusing, and maybe I feel like it was a little too smart for me. Maybe I didn't know nothing. I don't know, but I feel like I could have enjoyed it a lot more if I knew more. But this felt like an advanced film. But maybe I'm willing to look up if there's any YouTubers out there who like explain stuff and all that. I would get into it more. But I believe that's it for talking about this film. Near 3 hours long. It didn't feel too
long.
Yeah,
it
was pretty good. The IMAX experience.
Yeah, it was definitely better. Still, I don't know. I still have this problem where I don't understand, or at least I don't hear the audio too well sometimes. Might just be my ears. I don't know.
For me, I probably agree with you on this. There were some parts where I don't know if it's this gets the Tenet.
It might just be the
Tenet curse.
The theater also. I don't know what it is, but just the audio sometimes.
Or I don't know if there's like a curse in some films where it's like they'll be doing a scene and this. Like you cannot understand what they say at some of the times. I don't know if it's Nolan films or theater experiences. I don't know. Or maybe it's how movies are kind of recently. We just can't hear. It's not clear to hear certain dialogue at times. But I'll tell you, the IMAX experience, 100% worth it, mainly because of the freaking speakers and I guess visuals too. But the freaking speakers when the nuke went off.
When the seats were rumbling.
Yeah, they were rumbling.
Yeah.
I could feel freaking like when you hear like how to explain it. It was like big bass. You could feel it throughout your body, kind of.
Yeah.
I had that too. Well, I guess that's about it for Oppenheimer. Now we'll go in the little mini review. Would you buy this on DVD or Blu-ray? I wouldn't. Would you?
I don't do Blu-ray DVD, so no.
I'll tell you, when it comes to IMAX, I don't know how how my future will be, but if I am pretty financially successful, I want to have freaking, I don't know if IMAX will be the thing in the future. I gotta have my own personal theater or something like that. I would love to see every movie like this. Not every movie deserves it, but it'd be awesome to have just, I don't know, seeing this film and doing IMAX makes me want to have my own theater. Would you rewatch this on the streaming service?
Yeah.
I would, but probably learn more about Oppenheimer before. I don't know if I'd sit for 3 hours again, but I would. When that scene comes out, my favorite scene, I'm gonna rewatch that scene again. Worth another ticket to watch a movie?
Maybe.
Maybe.
To rewatch. It's just like, I mean, the more times you watch a movie, the more times you'll understand it.
Yeah.
For sure.
And then I got this little extra one. Buying merch towards the film. Nah.
I never
not
buy
for this
merch
film.
for any film, to be
Not
honest.
for this
So.
film. I can see a couple memes coming from this film now. We'll see. Like I could see
His face at the end. That could
yeah,
be a
something
meme.
like that. That almost reminds me of like they
Well,
even dropped the name Heisenberg in this, but
Yeah, the Albert Einstein meme's already a meme. Like I seen
Yeah.
some guy saying, "Oh, cameo of Albert Einstein."
like the theater's going wild because
Yeah.
of the cameo. But another one, it was something where there was a meme moment about there. There's one where I could just imagine he'll be talking and there's a loud ass rumbling coming up and or he'll be talking, I'll be talking here and then boom and bring back more dialogue and then boom, like stuff like that. Let's just talk about. I'm gonna get this scene out the way. The nudity scene where they're in the freaking they're talking, and I know it's supposed to be like a illusion or something.
It was
but
like
she's
the
right
wife.
there.
Yeah, the wife like was picturing that because he was
Yeah.
like reading his testimony that he was basically like saying that he cheated on her.
But the nudity,
wife.
our theater didn't really react to that. Our theater clapped at the end. That reminds me of like when people clap when the airplane lands. Like I don't know.
I mean
Is
that
it
was
okay
fine.
for movie.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean,
Um,
isn't it like normal though? Like when you clap after a movie ends.
Maybe it's like God tier. But we'll get to our
It was a
rankings.
good
I don't think
movie.
this was God tier, but
Okay.
we'll get to that later. Nolan's best film? I don't think so.
Not his best film, but it's not
Top-
his worst for him.
Top 5 maybe.
It's up there.
And then anything we talk before scores?
No.
I gotta say, do you know that the chick that was nudity? She looks familiar. Where's she from?
The actress?
Yeah.
That's Florence Pugh.
Where's she from?
She's,
She looks familiar.
She plays
I'll probably look
you
up
know
later.
Black Widow's sister, Yelena?
I didn't see it, but I'd have to look
And
into
then
it.
she's also in she's been in Dune movies.
Oh, okay.
She's a very famous actress. She's been in a lot of stuff recently.
I'll have to look at that. So I think that's about it. Now we'll talk about scores. I always go last, so go ahead, Abel. Anything you want to talk about leading up to the score and then release it?
I just thought it was a really solid movie. I definitely a second viewing will help for sure to understand the story more and understand everything. Saying that, I'd probably give this movie a 8.5.
Wow.
So I'm going, yeah. I'm expecting 9, 10. Not that I was, I think partially is because I watched reviewers and they kind of hyped it up. So, maybe kind of killed it for me. But I still thought it was a really solid movie and I will watch it again. So I'll say 8, 8.5.
Okay. I came in and you seen it. I thought I'd come with like 6, 7. I feel a little pressured to go +1 on this. I want to give it a 7, but I feel pressured to give it an 8. I'll give it a 7 for now, but I will maybe learn more about it and then rewatch again. Then I'll probably give it an 8. So 7 for now, but it can grow into an 8. I think I'll get some slack for that. But I'll tell you that scene, I want to see it again. I want to see that scene again. It probably won't hit impact as much as it did the first time with the IMAX and everything, but that scene was 10 out of 10. That scene was S tier. That was a really good scene. Yeah, 7. And that about wraps it up. We'll talk future movies. Next, coming up, Barbie. Us too. We're gonna see Barbie, so expect that coming up. Which we saw a lot of people either watching Barbie.
All the gears and everything.
Yeah. Barbie or Oppenheimer, and we'll see. So Barbie, and then Dune 2. If it's not delayed, we're hearing it might get delayed.
Yeah.
Which we saw a preview and it said November, but I don't know. We'll see. Which seeing that preview with the IMAX theaters was kind of a little taste, and I think we'll see on IMAX
that
too.
one for sure. I think it's be on IMAX as well.
Yeah. I don't think we saw the first one in IMAX.
No.
But it was a better theater.
It's better theater, but it was
Yeah. And that's it for the year, huh?
Besides that, I don't really know what else is out this year.
Yeah. Well, hopefully this year was had some movies.
It was good.
I mean, they brought good movies, or they brought some, maybe not big movies, but they brought movies this year. They brought movies. What I mean is, like, there was a lot to watch, I guess I could say, this year. Hopefully next year, you got a lot of options. But yeah, look out for Barbie. So that's it. Hope you guys like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you think of Oppenheimer if you saw it. And we'll see you in the future videos to come. Peace out.